To make this soup, all you have to do is stay tuned on If Nat Can Cook. Watch this recipe on Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. I must tell you that my favorite time of the year to be in Lahore is winter. I make a lot of soups and stews, and today I'm going to be making beef stew with vegetables. It's a very easy yet delicious recipe. If you're a beginner, you can give this a shot too. If you're living in America, Canada and all cold places, you might enjoy this recipe as much as I do. It's comforting and it's delicious, so stay tuned. A general overview of the aromatics and the vegetables I should be using to make this. I would really request you to buy yourself a Dutch oven pot like this. It is so amazing to make soups and stews in. Heat some regular oil in a pot like this and add bay leaves. And I'm going to be adding some cloves, star anise, a little bit of cinnamon and some black pepper balls. This is just to flavor the oil. Next up is 1 large onion and a tablespoon of ginger and garlic. A lot of people don't use ginger, but I like to use it. This is my recipe, guys, so it's obviously in tune with what I like. I'm going to saute that well. I'm not going to brown that too much. Next up are the aromatics. I would like to add a sprig of fresh rosemary. You can use frozen ones. And then I have a handful of celery cut up into small pieces, and also a handful of parsley. Now I feel it's very important to add these into a stew. If you have time, go for it now. Just in case you don't have fresh herbs, you're going to have to use dried ones. I would suggest use a teaspoon and a half of dried Italian herbs at this point. Next up, 800 grams of boneless beef with a little bit of fat on it, not too much. And I've kept the cubes very, very small so it cooks faster. Brown the beef, but do not burn it. Okay, I want you to see that the water is nearly dried up. I'm going to season this first, and then I shall be adding the vegetables. Salt, a little bit of crushed black pepper, a little sweet paprika or smoked paprika, whichever one you like, or just plain red chili powder. Just a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Saute really well. Next up, 3 tomatoes, and I have these mushrooms. I would have rather used regular fresh mushrooms, but I couldn't find it. So I have soaked some Chinese mushrooms. I'm going to cut it up into smaller pieces and add that in right now. There you go. Okay, after this I have 2 potatoes and 2 carrots that I'm going to chop up right now and add to the mix. Going into this. I'm trying. I really like to saute my soups as well as my stew ingredients. You can do it the other way around, where you boil everything down first and then you saute it, but I prefer this. I'm going to add 2 bunches of spinach because I really like spinach in my stew. You can completely skip that. So beautiful, isn't it? And it's smelling amazing. Next up is spring onions. I've used the top part of 2 spring onions, basically the white parts. I'm just going to add some boiling water to this, and I shall cover this and cook this for at least half an hour to 45 minutes. Boiling hot water. I'm going to cover this. I'm using beef stock cube. You can use chicken stock cube, but better than all of this is if you made this stock at home. And I know sometimes that's not possible, so this shall suffice for now. See you in a bit, guys. It's been an hour since I put that up, and the beef isn't, melting in my mouth, so I thought I'm going to let it cook more. The vegetables are done. It's tasting fabulous, and this waiting game is just like killing me. So I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to check. I feel like by now it should be ready. I'm going to finish this up. I've taken 1/4 of a cup of flour, and I'm just going to mix it up with a little bit of water, cold water. And I shall add 4 cups of beef broth for 1/4 cup. So that's actually 1 cup. I have to be more clear. Basically adding a cup. Whisk this and slowly pour it into the pot. Slowly add it in and keep whisking it. which I'm about to do right now. I'm gonna add just a little bit of dried dill. I like dill. You don't have to. A big blob of butter. Some spring onions. Some lemon juice. I take the seeds out, guys, don't worry. And this fabulous stew is ready to be served. Look how pretty that is, guys. It's very flavorful. I love the way it's turned out. If you want, you can make it a little more liquidy, but I kind of like it like this. I'm going to serve this right now to my daughter and my husband. They've been waiting for this for a while. We love stew, and this is possibly the easiest recipe that I could think of. I'm going to serve this with garlic bread or just regular toast as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe as much as I enjoyed making it, and I would love to see this on your feed soon. Thank you for watching. To make this soup, all you have to do is stay tuned on If Nat Can Cook. Watch this recipe on Instagram, YouTube and Facebook.